So, Forbidden Solitaire is a solitaire horror game with beautifully animated cutscenes and really enjoyable comedic sketches, and as you approach the endgame, haunting audio recordings that mess with your perception of reality itself. And I just have more to say about it than fit in the 60-second review I did last week. Namely, just how enjoyably the gameplay unfolds as time goes on. I was stingy with my money early on, only buying gem upgrades for special effects and keeping my drawable Joker cards low, and this allowed me to think critically about how each hand would progress. You gotta save that thunder spell build up for just the right moment, you know, always trying to keep a wild Joker on hand, storing your combat specific Jokers, making the traversal and stealth sections harder to ensure a smoother fight down the road. It just became so much more involved after the first few encounters. And to be clear, the vibrantly, unapologetically 1990s art style and progression through the dungeon that starts with simple corridors and gradually becomes more fantastical as time goes on is the main draw of this game for me. Its presentation is otherworldly good. And I covered it already, but man, those little sketch videos are delightful and actually funny. It's all helped along by a terrific OST and capped off by the ending featuring a cool song by an occult rock group, and it's this level of commitment to the bit that I really admire about Forbidden Solitaire. Also, there is now a new Game Plus mode for parameters and levels with new difficulty options on the way. I do have some notes. I think the writing in the spooky voiceovers was a bit slow at times. Shannon having to repeatedly convey her despair and worry without revealing anything new got old quickly. The ending Balor dungeon feels more like a slog of boss fights than the fun dungeon discovery of the earlier game by design, I'm sure, but the pacing in that bit just felt off, though that is also when the gameplay peaked for me. I beat the game in about 5 hours, and while further support is rad, this is more of a one-time playthrough for me personally, but I do feel I got more than my money's worth. If I want a card game video game that goes on forever, I have the Completionist ++ achievement to continue hunting for in Balatro. And this game is honestly refreshing. Like, not everything has to be a roguelike with no end in sight, and I for one enjoy stories with endings, cause like, I got stuff to do. Forbidden Solitaire is not just a competently crafted solitaire video game, it's not just presentationally impressive, it's one of those games that aims for a very specific bit and vibe, and from the introductory cinematics and immediate grim encounters to the playfully demonic ending, fully commits to that bit, and it is very easy to recommend as a result. I do plan to try and revisit some games I've made 60 seconds reviews of if I feel I have more to say, and Forbidden Solitaire is for sure one of those games. If you happen to want me to revisit some games I've already covered or have suggestions for new games to check out, hey, let's do some engagement for the algorithm. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for the support. Link to the game in the doobly-doo. I will see you on Friday.